there folks, SeKo Starcraft here, TVT, King Sejong, SeKo, Red Terran, bottom right, Zodiac, Gold League, Gold level, Gold stuff. Speed it up here a little bit because it's always the kind of the same thing at the beginning, except for this game. It's a strange one from the strangeness of the ladder that you can only get when playing on ladder. We got Zodiac heading out onto the map nice and early. And we're going to see a fairly standard opening here out of Omniscient down here in the bottom left. Supply depot. But you already know something's up. The only time people move out this early is if they're really bad, or if they've got something really up their sleeve. Gas before racks on this one. We want to be going into some early tech. We see some proxy over here. Proxy. And he's going gas as well. So it looks like we got a proxy marauder build coming out, which will not be scouted. It's a pretty good spot. If it's Reaper, sometimes it's nice to put it on this side because there's a little place you can jump up over here. And good thing about going for an early scout, always a huge advocate of scouting, is you're going to know pretty darn quick what you're up to. Sorry, what you're up against. Coming in here, seeing nothing, could be a command center first, but you know it's not a command center first if there's gas and there's an orbital already almost finished. So back at home, I know I'm being cheesed, and in fact, cheeky guy has got himself already a bunker heading down to the front. Marauders take a bit longer. Concussive shells started right away. What's the speed on these? 30 seconds, actually. Marines are 25, so not that far off. This bunker was a little bit too aggressive for me. I didn't get out here early enough to stop his SCV, which is a big problem. And that's a bad place for the bunker if I put it back here a little bit. But I wanted to be able to guard the ramp. God, those Marauders just cut through Marines so bad. Of course, he's going to cancel my bunker. And, yeah, so I'm in a little bit of a weird spot. But, sneak. Down here, I'm going to get a factory. Now, this isn't the best way to deal with this rush. For me, I'm letting him actually try to kill that bunker off as much as possible. What you want to do is lure the Marauders closer to your base. So hopefully you can get a surround on them. He's paying pretty good attention right now. Unfortunately, getting a little bit too close, I decided I am going to commit to trying to kill this bunker. That mule shouldn't be there. Big waste. Now, what you can do if you're really smart is if you pull back the Marines. Oh, am I going to get that bunker as well? I am too, surprisingly. I'm surprised he didn't keep his SCV around to repair it, but he killed so much stuff at the same time. A little bit unfortunate there. I do have a bunker finished with a couple Marines in it. Now, if I can get a good surround on these, he's got no bunker to run back to. Once again, if you're kiting, it's sometimes kind of hard to kite and get the Marine. Looks like I'll just get one Marauder there. 3 health on it. But he's already got a factory behind this. He's not making any more Marauders. And I do actually end up getting that one guy. And SCV is going to scoot out of there. Behind this, Widowmine does go down, but he actually has scans available to him, which kind of blows my mind. Figured he'd be using those pretty fast. So he'll actually do a scan and SCV surround. So salty. And he's already got another scan just about ready, unfortunately. Widowmines. I wanted Widowmines because I don't have to micro them. That way I can micro back at home while doing this. Excuse me. And because he's already got a tank in transition, he's going to go tanks, starport. Wow, this guy's going really all in right next to me. More Marines on the way. So if we look at the units wise, he's up by a lot of workers. Gonna get another Widowmine in place. I don't think he realized that this is over here. But behind this, I'm actually gonna go into Hellions. I wanted to put the Widowmine in a place that's harder for him to get a surround on. Hellions, how long? Hellions take 30 seconds. Widowmines take 40 seconds. So that's nice. And I'm going to be building a starport behind this. I'm kind of surprised I didn't start that earlier. If you're going up against this kind of cheese, a starport is generally a really great way to deal with it. Just because it's next to impossible then for them to be able to actually take out any of your units. Not the best attack moving for me here. I was attacking on a specific unit. Quite a bit of damage. A lot of very beat up SCVs. He does have another command center starting down here too, so he's actually going full on base. Units wise, down to 8 SCVs. I still have a Widowmine over here that's not necessarily hitting anything. But I'm going to go into Banshees. Banshees is probably one of the smartest things you can go after if you find yourself in this position. Marines are going to get taken out, but I should be able to get this tank. I don't even know if it was super important to get that tank. I don't think it was that important. SCVs are just fumbling around right now. One Marine left. Going to try and put some pressure on it. Floating his other command center. But now the Banshee's on the way with the cloak. Which is going to be very important, because even if he does get himself out... I mean, if he got out a Viking, he'd be doing alright, but he's mining nothing now. All he can get are things in a mineral base. He's got one more tank finished. Which, yeehaw. Back over here, I'm going after the supply depots. What's very important about getting the supply depots is that if he is building stuff, hopefully at some point there he won't be able to afford any more things. One random tank just coming over here. I'm not even worried about pulling my SCVs. They're so beat up at this point. If I lose a barracks, I don't really care. Once his Banshee's out, I know it's GG. And this is me being a bit cheeky. Check this. At least this guy GG'd out. I'm going to give him at least that much there. Fun little cheese game. SeKo Starcraft. Thanks everybody for watching. We'll talk with you later.